From Atlanta to Arkansas, one woman is beginning the process of exhuming her loved ones from a cemetery that she's accusing of neglect. She's not the only one who's complained about Rest in Peace Cemetery in Hensley, and THV 11's Jay Jackson looked into the accusations.
My mother has been laid to rest here ever since March 4th of 2021.
The headstone for Tracy Turner's mother still sits outside a shed on the property of Rest in Peace Cemetery in Hensley. Turner has been going back and forth with the operations manager in text messages that she says were unprofessional. She says the company that created the headstone was willing to mount it for free, but the manager doesn't allow it. Turner says he charges to do it himself.
Which I have no problem with that. I asked him, give me a receipt and a tentative date, and he's not willing to do either one.
Turner ran into an issue again in May. She says when burying her brother right next to her mother, she noticed her mother's casket was exposed.
He's in my mother's grave.
Percy Webb is the operations manager, but he wouldn't speak on camera. He says things like this are common. In a statement to THV 11, he blamed Turner for the situation and said it was out of his control. But Turner's not the only person complaining. A simple search online shows hundreds of negative reviews alleging neglect.
And I came out to visit my parents' grave, and when I came to visit, he had covered up the whole row. Fresh dirt. So I called him and asked him when was he going to, dig those graves back up so you could see the headstone. His remark was, if you want it done, come dig it up yourself.
Shirley Yancey started a grassroots petition to hold Webb and the company that owns the property responsible.
It's now actually in the legal's hands because the Commission Board have turned it over to the legal attorneys now.
He reached out to the Arkansas Insurance Department, which says in 2021, the cemetery had a total of 25 complaints sent in. And in this year already, they've already had 18.
One thing that I'm sure of is that I'm not going to stop until something is done.
In Hensley, Jay Jackson, THV 11 News.
Turner is asking that Rest in Peace Cemetery pay for the expenses of exhuming her mother and brother. Cy Webb said the cost would be around $1,700, but they're not going to pay for it. We also reached out to the company that owns that property, but have not heard back from them yet.